YouTube, it's LMERicoTv, man. I'm back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on, man. 1090J dropped another video, 6IX9INE back in the FEDS after violating his supervised release. So you guys already know what time it is, man. If you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. As y'all see, I'm on the grind at 7K, and hopefully I hit that very soon. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. And with that said, man, y'all know why y'all are here. So we're going to go ahead and get this video started right now.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, y'all see the title. Let's get right into it. America's most hated snitch, Tekashi 6IX9INE, is back in the feds after being arrested by U.S. Marshals. Tuesday, October 29th, 2024, 6IX9INE walked in the New York Southern District Federal Courthouse, located in Manhattan. It's been so long, many have forgotten the details of 6IX9INE's case, or the fact that he's been on supervised release since his 2020 plea deal. 6IX9INE was on top of the world during his music reign, and he fell to the very bottom of society, landing in prison. But even in the criminal world, 6IX9INE would be pushed further down the food chain as he was outcasted for snitching and labeled a rat. For 3 days, 6IX9INE testified against two high-ranking 9 Trey Bloods. Harv, who kidnapped, beat, and robbed 6IX9INE, would receive 24 years, and Nuke, who held the second highest position in the gang, received 17 years in federal prison. 6IX9INE didn't have to testify against his former friend Shawty because Shawty took a plea deal for 15 years, but 6IX9INE would still highlight multiple illegal and violent acts Shawty committed during his testimony. At the height of his career, with multiple platinum records, 6IX9INE was facing a minimum 47 years and up to life in prison, and only because he cooperated, he was sentenced to 2 years, followed by 5 years of supervised release. So why is he now in federal custody? Apparently 2 weeks ago, 6IX9INE was contacted and notified that he'd violated what is essentially federal probation. He was ordered to appear before a federal judge on October 29th, and that judge would send U.S. Marshals to find him after he was an hour late. 6IX9INE would eventually show up to court, but by then it was too late and he was arrested for it. A hearing would take place highlighting 3 violations. 1, being 6IX9INE traveled to and performed in Las Vegas without permission. 2, being he failed a drug test, testing positive for meth. And 3, being he failed to take a required drug test. Now, 6IX9INE's lawyer would clarify his client takes Adderall, which could have resulted in a false positive drug test reading. The U.S. attorney would state they plan on adding another violation for this past weekend, as 6IX9INE traveled to Sarasota, Florida, but denied being there. And then after that, he went along to a strip club in Clearwater before ending the night at a mansion party outside of Tampa. The judge apparently showed no sympathy to...
At that point, he was just playing in the judge's face. This man literally wasn't really doing anything he was supposed to do, and literally was still continuing as if ain't nothing going on, for real. So you already know the judge definitely wasn't finna play with that. Like, bro, you doing way too much for you to not be taking this serious right now, bro. You know what you got going on. You know what you supposed to be doing. Yet you ain't doing none of that, but you're doing X, Y, and Z. It's crazy.
6IX9INE bringing up how another court ordered him not to leave the country. 6IX9INE not only left, but found himself arrested in the Dominican Republic after allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. Previously, he'd been detained after being accused of assaulting a local...
Come on, man. I think this was his second time for something with a domestic violence dispute or something. Probably not even a second time. Probably, I don't even know how many times, but you know the judge looking at all of this and literally like, bro, you crashing out too much right now. You literally looking at this shit like it's a game, for real. So he should have known that the judge ain't finna give him no type of leeway after all of that, for real. You know they've been watching him and his every move. Everything that he's been doing from the time he's been on supervised release, they paying very close attention to him, just waiting for him to mess up, for real. So now that he done messed up, they not finna give him no type of leeway, for real. They finna pretty much do what they gotta do and go from there. But other than that, he did it to himself though, because he already knew what he got himself into, et cetera, et cetera. It's on him to pretty much do what he's supposed to do for real, but if he ain't, then y'all see what's going on.
Music producer. He was ordered by local authorities not to leave the Dominican Republic, and he would have to be smuggled into Haiti just to fly back to the US. 6ix9ine would explain to the federal judge the Dominican courts were seeking to extort him, but the federal judge would state he was ordered not to go in the first place. The judge would order 6ix9ine detained until November 12th, meaning 6ix9ine will have to be locked up for the next 14 days. This would lead to another problem. The judge was quickly reminded that the last time 6ix9ine entered MDC Brooklyn, the federal jail that holds 1,700 of New York's top criminals, 6ix9ine was attacked in less than 48 hours. He'd be transferred to QDF, or the Queens Detention Facility, a private prison used by the feds to send high-value inmates cooperating with the government. This was essentially New York's snitch haven, where the top rats could safely mingle amongst one another. Again, unsympathetic, the judge ordered 6ix9ine detained, sending him once again to MDC Brooklyn. Most likely 6ix9ine is being celled somewhere near Diddy in the protective custody side of the facility, but for 6ix9ine's sake, hopefully not in the same cell as Diddy.
Yo,
being that
wild,
6ix9ine is close.
That is wild. But Diddy up in there is crazy. Being up in there with all these different people and stuff, and you know what's going on. You better not want to be locked up with no damn Diddy. It's simple.
Finishing his supervised release, it's very possible he'll be back out quickly, but he could also be ordered to finish the remainder of his time inside of the feds, which should be no more than a year. We'll just have to wait and see how things play out. Now the fucking feds are on one this year because they got Diddy, they got Dirk, they got 6ix9ine, they Ben had Pooh Shiesty. They're not playing. Hip hop is under federal attack, or just maybe motherfuckers in hip hop need to stop doing federal shit. Either way it goes, 6ix9ine.
I'll take that second option, because right now, they ain't playing with nobody. If you doing something you know you ain't got no business doing, bro, it's 2024. They paying very close attention to everything, especially with everything now that's being put on social media and all these people just moving crazy as hell right now, bro. You pretty much playing with your life with anything illegal that you're doing. Because if it's posted on the internet, you best believe somebody from 12 is seeing it. You can't tell me there's no way that the police ain't able to see everything that's being posted online, bro. Anything about anybody that's online right now, they watching and seeing everything for real, for real. And if they got some interest in something for real, you see what's going on. They got a lot of people locked up for a lot of different things right now, and they working overtime. They finna make an example out of anybody that feel like they untouchable for real. So even if you got money, best believe that still ain't gonna stop them from coming after you for real. So it is what it is, man. They definitely not playing.
He's the most hated snitch in America for a couple of different reasons. He's damn sure the most hated snitch in hip hop. I think because he's Mexican. I think because everyone pretty much knew he wasn't what he was portraying to be. And I think because he was a fucking troll. He trolled everybody, dead, alive, he didn't care. He went to O Block for 7 seconds. He did a lot of shit that angered a lot of people. Even the fans wanted to just grab him up. You know what I mean? He made himself a target, and the reason a lot of people liked him is because he was still dropping crazy records, and he had a whole gang backing him. Regardless of the extortion or whatever they want to make it sound like, 6ix9ine had a whole fucking gang backing him. 6ix9ine was able to point a finger and get somebody shot at, like Chief Keef, cool to be. 6ix9ine could get you beat up, could get you robbed, could get you this, could get you that, because he had the 9 Trey Bloods backing him. And to this day, no other snitch in hip hop has been treated the way he's been treated. No other snitch has been ran down on and beat up in a bathroom at a gym. No other snitch has been, everyone's refusing to work with.
Literally, this man's done had all type of crazy ass shit happen to him since that whole situation with the gang and stuff. So it's just crazy. He can't catch a break, but it's ultimately just due to him doing the goofy shit. Like, all he had to do was literally stay out the way. You know what you did. You know people ain't rocking with you for real. And you already know what comes with being a snitch. So it's like, you gotta move a certain way now. You can't be doing certain shit as a regular person no more, because now you literally known nationwide and out pretty much over the whole world at this point. You known everywhere. So you should know that everything you do is being watched and seen by hella people. So you got people that's gonna wanna put hands on them. You got people that's gonna wanna do more than that. So he should know already that he can't be just moving any sloppy type of way. Like, everything he do gotta be calculated and really thorough. Like, he can't just be out here just doing shit. But he doing it to himself though, man. Ain't nobody forcing him to do some of the things he doing now. So it is what it is. The judge definitely ain't finna play, like I said earlier in the video. They not playing with nobody that they get caught up on anything right now. So with that said, man, he gotta deal with them consequences. It's just that simple. They not feeling sorry for him.
It's not the same. You got snitches doing 20 versus 1s. YSL Woody just literally got a career off of snitching on YSL. And then you got plenty of other rappers that have told, and other rappers just refuse to acknowledge it. Oh, I didn't know. We just dropped 5 songs together. I didn't know he did that. But we got 5 more songs planned. We're going on tour too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is held to the same standard as 6ix9ine. So how will things play out for him now that he's back locked up? Well, the first time 6ix9ine entered MDC Brooklyn, he was placed in general population because at that time he hadn't snitched. He was most likely still under the false pretense or the false fucking whatever, the facade that he was a 9 Trey Blood and the Bloods were gonna protect him in the feds. And as the story goes, he was allegedly punched on by a Crip in the feds. And after that incident, he said, fuck this. I don't know if that's what kickstarted him into snitching. A Crip had to make that happen, whatever. But they transferred him over.
At the end of the day, too, it don't matter who you cool with, etc., etc. Nobody untouchable in jail. It's just that simple. Yeah, you can have a whole lot of people trying to protect you, but it's not gonna be like that 24/7. It's gonna be some type of time where you're by yourself, literally with nobody there to back you up in any altercation at all. So you got no choice but to defend yourself. So, like I said, at the end of the day, he know what kind of life he got himself into and what he doing and stuff. So at the end of the day, he gotta deal with the consequences. He ain't getting no special treatment for real. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, he got supervised release, whatever. But now that he locked back up and stuff, judge looking at everything, they not finna play around. They finna ultimately do what they gotta do. It's just that simple. He ain't excluded from that, even though he did help solve a lot of crazy shit going on inside of a whole gang, for real. So, with that said though, man, it is what it is at that point.
Over to the other prison in Queens, the Snitch Haven, and you know, the rest is history. So do I think this time around he's gonna go through the same issues? No, he's in protective custody. Like I said, probably somewhere with Diddy, but hopefully not with Diddy. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna be fine. He's got court coming up. This isn't that big of a deal. It's some violations, but it's the fact that he was facing 47 years minimum and up to a life sentence. It's the fact that, yeah, he cooperated, but had he not cooperated, he would have went down as a gangster rapper. You know what I'm saying? That did gangster shit, like trying to get people killed. So when it gets broken down like that, it is kind of serious, the slightest violation. Now, if he had 5 years of supervised release, and this was from 2020, that means that he should be getting off soon. So even if the judge is like, oh, you need to finish this time in the feds, he's gonna get sent somewhere sweet. He's not gonna have to worry about getting stabbed and stuck in the toilet or nothing like that. And it shouldn't be for that long. The thing that's gonna fuck him over is apparently he had signed some new deal or whatever the situation was that was essentially worth millions. And the number one thing he was not supposed to do was get in trouble with the law. If that's the case, then this little ordeal might have just costed him millions. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. How do y'all feel in 2024 about 6ix9ine, and why do you think no one else is treated the way he is? Let me know in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all rock.
Honestly, I don't know why they treated him any different, but he did cause a lot of people to get locked up. He did cause a lot of things to happen that he wanted to happen, but then turned around, like I said, and got people locked up for it. So I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons. And plus him being from New York, y'all know how New York is for sure, man, and how heavy a lot of they people rock with each other when they locked in, for real. So the fact that he turned his back on them and got people locked up behind everything that's going on that he wanted to that he pretty much wanted to happen, is just crazy. So they not gonna treat him any type of way but how they treat him now. So I feel like he pretty much brought all of this on himself at the end of the day. But I don't know why others ain't getting treated the same. It's just, I don't know. Y'all know how politics go though. I feel like they got their own reasons for why they not going overboard and beyond with the other rappers, et cetera, that is caught up for snitching and stuff like that. So with him though, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just the shit he done did, and plus being in New York, y'all already know how that goes. So other than that, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation, and don't forget to like and also subscribe if you haven't already. And also don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. With that said though, man, that's the end of the vid, and I'm gonna catch you guys later on with more. So stay tuned. Peace.